You are in the presence of Tamaj Tate, first of his name, protector of the Seven Kingdoms, conqueror of the great Game of Thrones, breaker of copyright, father of a dog, and king of the ashes.
My lords, my ladies, we're back. House of the Dragons, baby. Season 2, Episode 5, Regent. Last we left off, we done lost Rhaenys and Meleys. Cause fucking Aemon and that old big bitch Vhagar, I'm so fucking tired of her old ass. And people were like, well, you don't need to be mad at Vhagar. It's not Vhagar's fault. It's Aemon. It's that. No. Fuck that big old bitch, Vhagar, because she could have denied Aemon as a rider. Just like them other unclaimed dragons been denying folks, Rhaena been denied all her life. Y'all could have denied Aemon. Fuck that. Vhagar big ass want to be out there fighting in the war. Because Vhagar ain't going to do shit Vhagar don't want to do. In Game of Thrones, when Drogon was ready to take his ass on and go do what the fuck he wanted to do, didn't he leave and go do what the fuck he wanted to do? He was scooping up goats, babies, all that. Like, Drogon was doing what the fuck he wanted to do. Vhagar could have left. Like, Vhagar do not have to do anything. But Vhagar chose to let Aemon be a rider. She could have denied him. And, yeah, now this is where we at. And now, Rhaenys, a goat, is dead. And Meleys. Rest in peace to good souls. So, that was a hurt piece for the Black Council. Team Black, we down a little bad. That was our biggest dragon. I mean, there are other big dragons, but they ain't claimed yet. And Daemon ass is still hallucinating in the goddamn haunted castle. So, I don't know what the fuck we finna do. But we did kind of get a victory because the king, if he's not dead, he's down for the count for a while. And he's probably burnt the fuck up. So, he ain't gonna be, it ain't gonna look good to the realm. So, the image of the Green Council is gonna be scarred. You wanna get down? Go ahead. The image of the Green Council is gonna be scarred. So, I mean, that to them is an embarrassment. So, Aemon's probably gonna take over. I mean, him or Alicent are gonna try, but they're gonna listen to Aemon. He's the more of the war veteran anyway. This was him and Cole's plan. Cole definitely is feeling shame because this was his plan and now the king is down. It didn't seem like too many people were privy to his plan. They just knew that there was a plan and it just ain't gonna look good. It ain't gonna look good, but fuck Cole, so I'm glad. I hope he get fired. He's a disgrace all around. Like he's just garbage, y'all. And yet again, Team Black gotta grieve another family member. I'm so tired. And the dragon on dragon violence was not as fun as I thought it was going to be. When the House of the Dragon, the premise was out, I'm like, oh, okay, dragons fighting, yeah, that's lit. That shit was sad. That shit was sad. The only dragon I'm mad at is Vhagar big ass. The rest of them, Sunfire, Meleys, like, they were so sweet and innocent. They did love their rider. Like, it wasn't as fun as I thought it was going to be. It's fun when they burn the humans, but when they start burning each other, I'm like, oh, shit. When they start clawing each other and biting their neck, and it ain't as fun as I thought it was going to be. But anyway, let's jump into this episode, y'all. Full and early reactions are available on Patreon. Yeah, I brought some drink this week because they've been stressing me the hell out. Top tier content is back, y'all. Like, look at the cinematography. Fucking gorgeous. I wish all shows tried this hard. I know all shows don't got the budget like this, but... Oh, Ulrich. I know. He lost his wife. His love. His whole family. Gone. Leno the only one that's really out there, but they don't know that. He might not never come back. I mean, he got his bastards. Shit. Better go make right with them bastards. It ain't they fault. They here, it's yours. That's the only family you got now. I mean, you got Rhaena and Baela, but Rhaena, I don't think y'all gonna see her no more. And Baela, she in the war. We need her. She might not make it. So, I don't know. And Rhaenys tried to tell him, you need to make it right with them bastards. They should be celebrated because the one saved you. And Baela, you should make her your heir. Because y'all ain't had no more kids, so I don't know what the fuck else you gonna do. Folks is hungry. Them little ass rations. And y'all still want to stay in King's Landing. Ain't got no motherfucking food. Clothes still dirty. Houses is I know you fucking lying.
At Rook's Rest by your king.
Oh, y'all really fucking lied.
To Regent!
He ain't did a motherfucking thing. And this is disrespectful as fuck. Ain't nobody got more audacity than the motherfucking usurpers. This the same shit they did to Rob after the Red Wedding. This shit makes me fucking sick. We ain't supposed to celebrate this shit. Look how they looking like. Y'all think this is okay? Y'all are weird as fuck. Should have buried that dragon. Rhaenyra will answer this. Oh.
Don't they realize we won the battle? Strange victory.
Right, like what the fuck?
If it was one.
Why would we celebrate this? It's cruel. It's weird that y'all thought people was gonna be happy about this. They supposed to throw a fucking parade? The greens make me sick. King's Landing, y'all might want to evacuate.
I thought the dragons was gods. It's just me.
They show people dragons are vulnerable. I mean, not like they can do anything about it. She gonna put it together. His body in there, like a casket. He either severely burnt or dead. And I want to see. Cause y'all don't want to parade that around. The king slayed the dragon. The king got slayed by his own brethren. Yeah, if we hurting, y'all gonna hurt. Y'all can go around pretending to the public that y'all winning, but y'all not. I'm so mad. Because if we would have jumped Vhagar, big ass would
Is he alive?
His grace remains with us for the moment.
Disgusting. Look, she can't even shed a tear. Most moms would break down right now. She built different though. Her family is. Oh yeah, fucking metal melted to his skin. If he ever is able to talk, he gonna have his brother killed. I hope y'all gave him some milk with a poppy. Look, even the mates are like, oh shit. Oh.
Is my son going to die?
I'm afraid I cannot say. Now, if you'll excuse me, Your Grace, these next hours are most critical.
Of course.
Yeah, we ain't got time for questions. Q&A can be later, ma'am. Shit, but I'm be honest, I don't think he gonna want to live like this. Y'all can let me go. Yeah, if y'all gotta do all that, let me go. I'm already melted. Like, just stick a shank in my head or something.
Someone will have to rule in his stead.
Look, he's straight to business. That's why he did this. Ain't shit. This a whole ain't shit ass family. They make me sick.
What happened?
We took the castle at the cost of some 900 men.
And your king and his
So I've
dragon.
heard.
I left a meager garrison behind to protect it, and the king's dragon. Sunfire was long in the dying.
The king. Sir Kristen, what befell him?
Don't lie.
His grace fought valiantly.
Do not lie. She ain't stupid. She already know Aemon did it. She want to hear you say it, motherfucker. Whatever ounce of honor you got, use it. Tell her the truth. It's not like she can do much anyway, but let her know.
What was his part in this?
I could not say.
What is you covering for him for? That don't even make sense.
Our largest dragon has been killed. Kristen Cole marches about the Crown Lands unchallenged. Dusk and down.
Y'all don't start. I ain't got time for y'all.
We still have no ground army but the one we hope that Daemon will raise.
We got some of the
He who
stars.
has left us
The
after
wall
some
folks.
marital spat.
Do you take issue with me, Sir Alfred?
Yes, he does. We tired of him.
My loyalty to you is proven, my queen.
Your loyalty, perhaps. But your willingness to give me deference in a time of war.
I could never doubt your capability or your quickness of mind.
But
It is merely that the gentler sex, heretofore, has not been much privy to the strategies of battle or their execution.
There has been peace in our lifetime. You've
you
seen no
don't
more
believe women
battles
can
than I
lead a
have.
war.
Send to Maidenpool and to Crackclaw Point. Let them man their garrisons and give them stores or weapons if they find them wanting. If Cole pursues his campaign, our allies must be
We
ready.
must answer Rook's Rest. Duskendale.
They are lost already, but Vhagar is depleted after such a hard-fought battle.
If we can strike King's Landing before that dragon is recovered...
Then I myself must do it.
My queen, you are the crown. It's out of the question.
What would you have me do?
We ain't sending Baylor to do a motherfucking thing, not alone. We no longer will be traveling alone. She need to go get her motherfucking daddy, if anything. Somebody need to go talk to Damon. He needs help.
Where are you going?
Better be no fucking where.
Town Hall.
Oh my god, that's not what I
Treat with
meant.
Damon.
I didn't mean him.
Rhaenys is fallen. He must affirm his loyalty to my mother and report his standing.
And you think you will tame him? When the Queen herself could not?
Let his daughter
I
go.
gladly send you away to scout, to fight. Whilst I'm here being forced to play the coddled princeling, it's humiliating,
She
Baylor.
only protects you. You are the succession.
Then I must be seen to act for her claim and mine.
They both want to act. Rhaenyra and Jace, but
I can sit still no longer.
then y'all go together.
I must act.
Go together. Nobody goes alone.
The phrase.
Oh hell no.
They control the crossing of the twins.
Oh hell.
Dragonstocks Greybeards are marching
That
south.
name.
If his men had a direct route into the Riverlands, we would not have to wait for Damon to act.
The
Phrase
filthy
secure.
ass phrase.
The hour is late. My dragon is hungry. You have no choice but to submit.
We have no choice but to
Observe the
submit or we will
Lord
eat you.
and renounce the false King Aegon as a usurper. Bend the knee to me, or your house burns.
I would sooner be the lord of bones and cinders than bend my knee before some heathen Blackwood cunt
Dracarys.
and his hired dragon.
The Brackens were a people hatched out of the deepest of the seven hells, your grace. Be a kindness to oblige them and send them back whence they came.
Did your brother's head keep on its way back to you, Willem? I heard the maggots got to it.
That is quite the impression, Lord Bracken, but alas, not an answer.
Well, face the dragon on your little horses.
We choose fire.
Damn. They said sorry, not in the budget. We got other shit to do.
You should have indulged them.
I need them alive. I came here to raise swords, not corpses.
You didn't kill him?
But now you see what my house has known for generations. They are pig-headed, intransigent.
They would rather burn than succumb. Exactly the kind of men I need. It may yet be possible, I think, for both of us to achieve our ends.
We have fought them for an agent more.
Then perhaps you could try less fighting and more persuaded.
What do they want?
They are unyielding in battle, but every man has a weakness.
Correct.
You take my meaning, then. There are things the crown itself must not be seen to do. Show them your worst.
I am your servant, your grace.
Damon is literally like the little devil on our side, but like we really do need that shit in this time. Like, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it because it serves our cause, but in normal times I'd be like, he ain't shit. Oh, Raina?
Are you listening?
I didn't think we was gonna see her.
My lady,
I'm glad she got
the
some more
Eyrie
story.
itself is impregnable. Unless, of course, we're descended upon from the sky.
Right.
You promised the Queen Rhaenyra 15,000 swords.
In return for protection, a dragon.
Yeah, I mean, you got some babies.
And she has exceeded your terms. She sent to...
Both still wet from the egg. I have hunting hounds that are more fearsome.
They are dragons nonetheless. I do not recall you specifying the size of the beast in your request.
They will grow, and they'll grow here.
When your bread and shelter now depend on my pleasure.
The dragons will grow.
These are some aggressive.
In time.
I don't have time.
She want protection.
I mislike feeling powerless.
So do I.
Would you want her to leave and go
This
claim a
will be your
dragon?
chamber. My sympathies for the death of your grandmother.
The way they spoke at my small council today.
The way
Do
they've
they
been
hold you
speaking.
responsible for Rhaenys and her dragon?
I would rather they had. They speak around me, not to me.
They don't respect you.
They would make me queen, but they wish to keep me here, confined.
They betray their own smallness.
In truth, I cannot fault them. I am now the sorcerer, and I cannot do as I please. And war has ever been for men to make.
You are your father's chosen successor.
You did not prepare me to fight. If I had been a son, a sword thrust into my hand the moment I could walk, Instead, I was given my father's cup, taught the name of every lord and castle between Storm's End and the Twins, but not the difference between hilt and foible. And they know it. And Damon as well.
Shall your evening meal be sauté, Your Grace?
Not now.
Will you send to him?
For too long I have looked to him for strength. If I must be supplicant to my own husband, what does that make me?
She's trying so hard not to look
I do
weak.
not know my part.
Same thing Aegon was trying to do.
Kristen Cole made a mistake, parading a dragon's head through the streets like a prize of war. But the people see an ill omen. They are afraid. Bread is scarce. The king has fallen. They whisper to each other that when Viserys lived, there was peace.
Correct.
But will whispers tear down stone?
Do not underestimate your subjects.
Use the people.
They are 1,000, living in the shadow of the Red Keep and forgotten for too long.
And you think they will turn to me?
To the discontented, rumors are feed.
Come on, make her your master of whispers. Cause she's a
Your
beast.
Grace, what you cannot do, let others do for you.
And that's what Damon's doing.
There is more than one way to fight a war.
You catching on? Come on. See, we need actual minds of the council to help and advise her. Like, she don't have to know how to do it all, but we need everybody else to know how to do it all to help her. Not just talk around her or yell at her or tell her what she can and can't do. All right, come on. What's her name, Belinda? Was she going to spread some whispers?
Thought of her lying in a field, broken amongst her enemies.
She fought hard.
Did your grandmother ever tell you of the night she claimed Maylis?
She snuck into the dragon pit.
So she could see in the dark.
My father was furious. His own mother's dragon. The fastest beast ever known, and she had none of him. But bent her neck to Rhaenys.
She was fierce.
And that's why I don't give Vhagar no fucking
Love
leniency.
and
She
anger.
didn't have to let Aegon do shit. Or not Aegon, I'm sorry, Aemon.
She did not always care for me,
Too many A's.
but for what she gave me in the end, I'm grateful. And with her gone, I must rely on you, I think.
Your Grace.
Hold on.
Would you give this to your grandsire? I do not wish to stand alone.
We need Culvers.
Damon,
Oh, here we go. Back to the bullshit.
Damon, you were always the strong one,
Who the hell is this?
the finest swordsman, the fearless dragon rider. Your brother had great love in his heart, but he lacked your constitution.
I know this ain't
Viserys
Viserys'
wasn't
wife.
suited for the crown.
I hope this
But
never
you-
happened.
Damon, you were made to wear it.
It's truly playing on his worst instincts, his worst thoughts. They say the second son is
If
the
only
most
you'd been
dangerous.
born first, my favorite son.
Oh, that's his mother?
Is the duck not to your liking, Your
I
Grace?
mean, I knew they did incest, but that shit is crazy. I hope that never happened.
There's also goose, if you prefer it.
Goose.
I like the goose myself.
I ain't eating shit else here because I'm going crazy. She need to go. Can y'all see her?
I'm not hungry.
Yeah,
I
don't
was
want
saying,
nothing.
given the rather dire news
Look, he
from
looking at
Brooke's
his cup
Rest,
like,
it appears the winds have shifted and each side has...
A good time then for a show of strength. I believe William Blackwood is bringing House Bracken to heel. We must ready the
Why's she
castle
walking
to
away?
receive a great host.
You seem sure of this.
All men may be lords to Simon, even rivermen. It is a matter of showing them whom it behooves them to follow. And levy the farmers from Antlers to High Heart. Task their huntsmen to bring us meat and wood.
There's of course the matter of payment.
whew, they said we broke,
After the-
so we brought your
The
coin.
tragedy that befell his father. Laris transferred his family's wealth to King's Landing.
Lord. He did say
Is
it.
there any gold left in your coffers?
Enough to keep this small establishment, you see, fed and warm. Relatively. I rather thought your grace, as emissary to the Queen, perhaps she could provide the necessary coin if you could only write to her.
No.
He wanted to do this on
Paragon
his
is my
own.
command. I shall guarantee the payment myself.
Very well, your
He
grace.
wanted to eat.
You should address me as my king.
But you're the prince.
What would you call the husband of the queen?
Well, the king.
There it is then.
Consul.
That last bit seems unnecessary, don't you think?
He don't like none of that shit. He said, call me the king. He want that shit so bad.
The armor was Valyrian steel, but his grace suffered grievous burns over much of his body. He has many broken bones. I fear there are more injuries within. Injuries we cannot see.
Good. Because if we lost somebody, y'all need to be somebody.
Has he woken?
No. I must admit, I'm not sure he will ever wake.
Good.
I have plied my crafts to their fullest extents. Our king's fate lies with the gods now.
Look how she's looking at him.
A king cannot rule in his sleep. The realm will have noticed his absence. Let them hear of his great deeds at Rook's Rest. But now we must name a regent to take his place.
It's gonna be you.
Until he recovers.
You or your daughter.
Or does not.
But she don't know shit about
A
ruling.
wise strategy, Your Grace. A regency will assure the people of the stability of the crown. Did you have a candidate in mind, Your Grace?
I myself served in this role for my husband. I am well prepared to do it again.
You played your part admirably in a time of peace, Your Grace, but
Look,
circumstances
they don't want
change.
women leading the war.
And here I had forgotten.
The king does not lack for heirs. The obvious choice is his immediate successor, Prince Aemon.
No.
Agreed.
Aemond is young, and his lack of restraint has already cost us dearly.
It is experience that offers the surest path to security. Queen Alicent ably shouldered the duties of the realm when her husband's health failed him.
Experience is valuable, yes, but the Dowager Queen is a woman.
I am no stranger to
There it
rule
is.
or to sitting at this council. Aemond is a fearsome dragon rider. His skill is best employed in the field, but my experience is needed here, at this table.
No offense was meant, Your Grace, but at a time when we must show strength.
Lord Varys,
I agree, Your Grace. It must be Prince Aemond.
He
What
in
would you
your
say
corner.
if in response to Rhaenyra's crowning we raised up a woman of our own? That the hand speaks with the king's voice, Sir Kristen, what say you?
He don't know shit. He don't know shit no more.
Aemond is the next in line. It must be him.
Fools. The whole lot of you.
It's agreed then.
He gonna wage vicious war. He is gonna wage a vicious war. He's like, I ain't even gotta argue for myself. He already knew what it was gonna be when he burnt his brother. This was very calculated. He should not be underestimated.
What does that
This
sound?
man was bullied and he came for his fucking revenge.
The banners of House Tully are in disarray, Your Grace.
This man studied, was patient.
Building an army of any size. Do well to send word to your hospitality.
She pissed.
It's only a matter of time before he inherits his grandson's man.
Her breathing, she pissed.
Your brother says to meet Dayton.
She ain't no dragon rider, but the fire is burning in her.
When you're fleeing the city,
She hates him being rewarded
unrest.
for taking down her other son.
And let the gates be
He
closed.
waited for this moment. He was gonna do it in season 1, but he waited. He's got excellent patience and impeccable timing.
What are your tasks? We shall meet again at first light. Someone cut down the fucking rat catchers.
Now who the fuck is this?
the city's safe no longer. There is no food.
Yes, these the regular folk.
From each other. We must get out.
Yes! I've been saying this for the longest.
Maybe. South.
Anywhere but King's Landing. It don't make sense to stay here.
Like the one they carted through the streets. You think Rhaenyra will let such an affront go unchallenged?
This is why Daenerys burnt they shit up later on. Because why the fuck is y'all still here? And y'all let Cersei use y'all as a shield. Don't make sense. These are common sense folks right here. Or at least this lady. Y'all be pissing me off. Get the fuck out. Look at y'all. Look where y'all living. Y'all can do better in the forest. I'm sorry. Children of the forest, they live a long
The
life.
king has promised payment.
The king has lied.
Follow your gut. Pack up. Let's go.
By all means,
I don't even know who these people
stay
are.
and wait for his empty promises, husband. With them you can feed the mouths of ghosts.
Y'all poor as fuck. Like, it's time to go. Y'all ain't missing nothing. I'm glad somebody got some goddamn sense. I finally found some characters that understand me and that I understand. It is time to go. Why am I staying here in a time of war when dragons are eventually going to ascend on this place? Whether it be the next battle or the final battle, they're coming and they're going to be burning shit, fighting in the sky, crashing. It won't be me they land on. It won't be me that the fireball hits,
Presume
because
you'd
I'm
be
gone.
Seeing faithfully to the Prince Regent's commands.
Aemond is the next in line. It is the order of things.
You know what he is.
Because y'all
He's
follow the
someone
order
to
of
come.
things, right? So well and faithfully. Y'all are
Did
so
your loyalty
honorable.
faded, or does it flourish only at night and flee the sunrise like a moth?
Mm-hmm.
What I saw at Rook's Rest.
What? What did you see?
Their armor melted. There were men walking, they were on fire.
Such as the War of Dragons.
We are giving over to the dragons.
Y'all mean
Whoever should lead
nothing.
us.
In the grand scheme of things, the foot soldiers don't mean shit.
And what of justice? Of temperance, or is strength now to be our only god?
He don't give a fuck no more.
So you cast me aside.
Have I not spared you? What we must do now is terrible. Will you preside over it? Is this who you are, Alison?
I did not ask to be spared. I did not give you leave to speak my name.
Got a little bit too comfortable. Sorry, Allison, your coochie didn't buy loyalty. And your foot rubbing sessions with Laura's didn't buy you shit either. Okay, they out. Oh my god, I wish they was this smart in Game of Thrones. Oh, now they won't let them leave. We trying to go. We ain't trying to die. Push them. Everybody push. Yeah, they can't keep us here. Where's our rights? There are laws. We are free. I thought we was the free folk. Let us out. God damn it, let us out. Y'all barricading the door. We want to go. Fuck you, hold me here if I ain't no fool. They're hanging people. The rat problem is insane.
Prince Regent and Protector of the Realm.
Does he mean the king?
I don't know.
You cannot keep us here!
Yeah, we want to go.
To your homes.
We ain't got no homes. We hungry. And the homes is raggedy. There's mold and rats. There's piss stains. We gotta go. The little girl is dying, y'all. She damn near look like a White Walker.
Our Lord Grover Tully has not declared for Rhaenyra. Means death to bear steel against your liege, as I'm sure my prince is aware.
And against your queen? Jason Lannister is marshalling to the west. We need to check him before he reaches River Run. That requires passage.
And if Stark's army is too slow, the wind's rising, winter's nigh upon us.
Our hesitance does not lie in Rhaenyra as queen. Our fear lies in Vhagar.
You fear a
I know, that's everybody.
leagues away when my node sits outside your walls.
Right. But be careful, because this is a whole different conversation. You threatening them now.
Do you offer us your protection?
I do.
So how are you going to defeat Vhagar, is what they finna say.
And the protection of my uncle.
And Daemon, I'm sure, has consented to this?
He will do as his queen commands.
That does lend us some comfort. Though it occurs to me that dragons cannot be in two places at once.
Or three.
What do you want?
Larys Strong has been relieved of his castle. Does the Queen intend to raise up a new lord?
You want Harrenhal?
He said, I think we can make that happen. I don't think I got no drink left, y'all. But yeah. Alright then.
For that, my mother will want more than your crossing.
What does her grace desire?
Bent knees.
Y'all must have fucked something ugly because the phrase is real. They were real ugly in Game of Thrones, so I don't know where y'all fucked up in the future in these next 200 years, but it didn't do much for the family tree. The tree just grew rotten. Okay, we getting Harrenhal together, y'all.
You're born to wield a sword, but not so much an axe. Perhaps.
There are others who would sit idle and wait for their claims to be brought to them. But it's not my way.
Splitting fire would justify what's followed you here.
Let it not be said that Daemon Targaryen failed to dirty his hands in this war.
Oh, let me see them. Sit. Sit. I hear strange things from Brackenland, from Stonehenge, and Lambswold, and Moray.
There's news then.
What I hear in the wind. Cries of anguish. Children being taken from their mothers, men coming home to find their doors unlatched, their wives carried away.
Damn.
War is a terrible thing.
This is not war. These are crimes against the innocent that any upright man would repudiate.
Surely you haven't mistaken me for an upright man. The Blackwood
She's talking about the
chose
second of the
doors are
city, or am I
required.
just...
They will perhaps think better of their decision if their children's lives are staked on it.
Is that the kind of army you would raise? And who hate you, who serve you under duress?
And once they agree to serve me or treat them fairly, set an example for the rest of the Riverlands to follow.
And once again, in the name of power, it's the weak and the women who must endure.
That fool Aegon is unlike to survive. The realm will suffer if Aemon One-Eye rules. You should pray you never meet him. He will cut you down soon as wish you good day.
I'd heard the same thing about you. But I'll cross you no further. I'm sure your tactics are, after all, approved by the Queen.
She cannot succeed, Alice, even if I willed it to be so. The people who support her will not be led by her. They look to a man for strength. Who's better suited to it? The High Towers with their scheming?
We need him to win, but I don't see him.
True heir.
I don't know.
When I take King's Landing, Rhaenyra is welcome to join me there and take her place by my side.
Yeah, see?
King and Queen.
We need him to win, but I don't
And if
think
you lose,
there's a version of this where he has to
None of this will be my
survive.
problem.
He's just as bad as Aemon.
Pity, don't you think, that you never knew
We just
your
need him.
mother?
A message.
Not in
Grace.
this state. Right now, as it lands, he can't live, I think, by the end of this. I mean, I don't know if any of them
Fresh
will
news
live,
from
but-
Stonehenge. The Blackwoods have overwhelmed the Brackens, and Lord Amos has pledged his banner to you. House Bracken is yours.
What did he do?
Call Sir William here so that I might congratulate him. The Blackwoods will be feted in these halls.
I thought you at high tide. I was surprised when they said you were here.
My castle is a tomb. Empty. Haunted.
I am sad to have missed its highest days. I imagine your Hall of Nine filled with lords and kings.
You need to
all
make her
eager
your
to treat
heir
with the legendary
now.
Lord of the Tides. The wealth you brought back from Yee and a shy, inspiring awe and envy. I wonder if any of them knew it was all for her. Queen Rhaenyra wishes to name you Hand.
That's what I thought she was doing with that box.
Even the death of my wife does not content her. And she not asked enough of my house.
It is a sign of her great esteem.
Or does she think the position will compensate me for my loss?
Pledge your peace to King's Landing then. They will accept it most gleefully.
You gotta choose a side, everybody does.
Rather I would sail it to the west and be lost.
You have done so before, at great cost to yourself and those who loved you.
Don't say that, because that's where Arya going.
Rhaenys was not
Where's the
only your
Westeros?
wife, not a thing to be taken from you. She was a Targaryen princess,
She's a loss to the realm.
the queen who never was, and she flew to Rook's Rest of her own will, in defense of her kin.
And she died.
She died as she would have wished to die, with honor, in Dragonfire, the way my mother chose, and the way I myself wish to meet my end. I grieve my grandmother who loved me, but I carry her on with me.
Come on, Baela.
I will see Rhaenyra ascend the Iron Throne, as Rhaenys wished, as Rhaenys herself should have. You yourself may do as you see fit.
Come on, accept it.
Granddaughter.
Be hand of the queen. Little chorus.
I would make you my heir.
Come on, make it right.
I am blood and fire. Driftmark must pass to salt and sea.
Oh, shit. She said, nah, respectfully declined. Give it to your bastard. Okay, but at least she knows her destiny. I love that.
Your Grace.
You were correct in saying our best hope of an army is with Daemon. And I have perhaps erred in waiting for him to prove himself. I wish you to go to Harrenhal.
Are you removing me from your council?
Sir Alfred, I will not deny you have tried my patience of late. Or that I would prefer a council more inclined to champion their queen, but you and your house served my father well. And I know you will never accept the Hightower claim.
Not while I live, Your Grace.
We cannot challenge King's Landing without the Riverlands, but I will not send a message by Raven for Den to disregard. I ask you to reason with him, find out his state of mind, and his intentions.
She know enough
Whether
not
he
to
wants
trust
to
him.
raise a host for me or for himself.
She's very privy to his mind.
He would not dare.
He would.
You deign to lack in daring. Go now with haste. I'll send good men to see to your safety.
Have you any message for him?
Tell him I would much like to finish our last conversation.
Your Grace.
Yeah, because Daemon wants to overthrow her. He wants to usurp himself. I mean, he wants her there, but he wants to be the ruling power. I already knew. I knew when I first saw him, when I first started the show, that was what he wanted. Everybody was like, well, he just really loves his brother. He wanted that fucking throne. I'm not stupid. I know what I saw. That man, he's been desperate for that throne. He did love his brother. That wasn't wrong, but that wasn't his truest, most desire. It wasn't loyalty to his brother. It was what he didn't have. His desire to take that throne.
What is it, Sir Simon? Is the pudding now served?
The River Lords have come, Your Grace. They wish an audience.
Now?
In the middle of the
night? What goddess hour is it?
The wolf. They are demanding to speak presently.
Something ain't right. Get your sword. What the hell does the wolf mean? Midnight?
Seer must begin here with a lesson in etiquette. Failing that in proper fear of your Targaryen master, is there some reason you feel free to wake a king in his bed? Or shall I now begin your education?
House Bracken have been brought to heel at the hands of Will Blackwood.
That news is stale.
There have been complications.
The sacred septs on Bracken lands were looted and burned.
As were the fields and farms. The livestock was stolen, and our peasants put to the sword.
They pursued the women and the children. There were works of barbarity.
Punishing Bracken for his own treasons is one thing, aye. But these other acts...
The Brackens were given their chance. They would not see reason.
The Blackwoods have exploited the war for the crown to visit atrocities upon their old rivals.
I share of their quarrels, and I tell you there is no honour in a fight such as this.
What of common decency?
These beasts proudly carried the banner of House Targaryen. Red dragon on black.
A terrible war is being fought in these lands. Have you looked after our girls?
We should have expected nothing more from a man who ordered the slaughter of a child in his mother's arms.
That is a lie, and I will have the man who told it brought before me.
Oh, your man is half the kingdom, my prince.
Don't threaten him with a good time, because he will burn you.
Know this, interloper. The Riverlands are an ancient place, watched closely by the eyes of old gods and new. Dragon or no, we shall not raise our banners for a tyrant.
He's finna snap. So, that's great. This meeting it was counterproductive. That's great. I mean, at this point, I can't fuck King's Landing now that they tried to leave.
I have no errand for the Lady Visaria.
I thought she was dead.
Did she die without collecting her due? I must see an old friend.
Most people want out these days.
Oh, she can't get in.
Linda.
Praise your bastard for saving you and make him your heir.
Was it worth the price?
Yeah, because she sees. She did try to tell you. Oh, damn. She walked away just a couple of seconds too soon.
Prince Jacaerys, Your Grace.
Visenya.
Vhagar's first rider, and the first wielder of Dark Sister.
I hope you do not mean to use her as an example.
Why shouldn't I?
Oh, it was a long time ago.
What is the mood at the Twins? Did his lordship quibble?
He wishes for the phrase to be granted Harrenhal at war's end, assuming.
I'm proud of you, Jace. You've done our cause a great service.
Then why do you look angry?
You chafed at being prevented from action. Imagine, my lord, I'm a dragon rider as well, with a war being fought over my ascension. And yet I must wait here. Always prudent, sending others to fight and be felled in my name. Even you've managed to do your part.
You are the queen. The tie that binds us. No harm can come
And
to
you are
you.
my son, and I did not give you leave to go.
Nobody's listening to her.
You do not give me leave to go to anything. But who else is there? Rhaenys is dead and Baelor cannot bear the burden alone.
And when Aemond comes hunting for you, your dragon is young. Will you fly before Vhagar is looted?
Perhaps Daemon could...
We so tired of Damon, he ain't been here.
Daemon is not here, and Aemond now rules in King's Landing.
Is Aegon dead?
Dead or alive, we have no answer for Vhagar. Aemond will not wait long to press his advantage, and then what?
Y'all need to jump him. We should never have
I have
sent
done all I
Rhaenys.
can from here. Sent my messages, invoked my alliances. But if all else fails, it is I who must fight. Vhagar is big, but Syrax is quicker.
So was Meleys.
Meleys fought 2 dragons and one of them is slain. Shall I fight for my birthright, or shall I wait here until
Meleys
the
just
other
needed
destroyed?
some help. That's what pisses me off. We needed one other dragon. Even if Baelor had went, it would have made a difference.
I need dragons.
The unclaimed ones.
We have no dearth of dragons. We have 2 large enough to stand against Vhagar. They are called Vermithor and Silverwing, and they sleep just beneath our feet.
Yes, and if only they had riders, none could stand against me. I would go forth in strength and not from necessity.
There is Rhaena.
Who nearly lost her life in her last attempt. I would not risk it again.
Who else? Bastards.
There are those of our line who never ruled, those who married into other noble houses, their children born with other names.
A generation ago or more, blood would be thin.
And yet,
The dragon will only accept a dragon lord to ride it. Also say the histories.
Valyrian histories, written to gild us in glory.
It's not
Are
wrong.
you suggesting we put a Malister on a dragon? A Tarly?
It's better than death and defeat.
There are records here, surely, of our line, and of those who fell out of it.
Come on, let's get creative.
There could be scores of them.
Shit, worst case, they get eaten, and we try another.
It's a mad sword.
Shit, these are mad times. Got all these fucking records to go through. Let's get some minds on it. Where's the council? Gather them. We have homework to do. Dang, it's over. Already. Alright, y'all. Good episode, good episode, good episode. I mean, it's really just the next step. Daemon, at this rate, he gonna spend the whole fucking season in Harrenhal. I don't think any of us expected him to be there so long, but he's there. Daemon, he's failed. He's divided the other side of Riverlands even further than they were. They don't fear death. So, I mean, at this point, I can see him decimating them because they're going to fight for the other side. Unless he can think of some other way to bring them justice, maybe he could slaughter the other side that wronged them, and maybe he'll earn their loyalty because they did say that they were unwavering in battle. So maybe to earn their loyalty, he kills the ones that wronged them. And maybe that's a gamble, but just maybe he could earn their side, especially if they're the bigger force. It might be a strategy worth looking at. I mean, otherwise, Riverlands is pretty useless, and it sucks because they need them. But yeah, they got a lot of beef going on. Their centuries of beef is hurting this war right now. So yeah, I don't know what he's gonna do, but that's my only thought there. Daemon's still being very much haunted. It looked like he was in this episode sleeping with his mother, and he's just so dead set on that throne, and you know what I mean, what he didn't get as a second son because, you know, Viserys got it, and then, I mean, little does he know Viserys wasn't even supposed to be on the throne. It was supposed to be Rhaenys. So the fact that you really jealous, you should have never even had a chance at it, but yet you did, and you proved to everybody that you didn't deserve it, and so Rhaenyra got it, and so now you wish to undermine her and, you know, take the throne from her when this is all done. She's not stupid. She knows exactly what he wants. She's been married to the dude for a while, so it's like she knows his intentions. She knows his actions. That's why she sent someone to go see his intentions. And I think if it comes down to it, she'll have him killed, especially towards the end of this when we won the war, because he's a threat to her succession. Like, he gotta go. Like, any threat to her successions have to go. Her heir is Jace, so yeah, Daemon's not. He would, if Rhaenyra were to die, Jace would never get that chance. Daemon would take it from him. So, and it would be a whole nother war. It'd be a civil war within a civil war. It'd be chaos, and Daemon would probably win. Well, I guess depending on who we had on his side, but Jace came up with a good idea as far as the dragons underneath Vithimir and Silverwing. We need to find the ones that are lost in history, or the bastards, like I say, because our kids are fucking bastards. What does it matter? I mean, they come directly from her, which just means they're Targaryen blood for sure. But I mean, what's the matter? As long as you got a little bit of Targaryen blood or Valyrian blood, you should be good. Which means Corlys's bastards should be able to be candidates, and anybody else that, like I said, Targaryens have been married into other houses. So this is a really good idea. I'm sure something will come from that. We did get to see Rhaena. They're mad at her because they want dragons, like real big dragons. They said, we don't want the baby ones because they was like, we have one weakness, and this is dragons attack from the sky. We can't do shit. We want a dragon to protect us. I mean, there's always a chance she could go back. I mean, they didn't show that for nothing, right? I doubt they're just going to show us her being there, living there, and taking care of the kids. I mean, she's going to be doing something. So she might come back and try again. She may get Silverwing or Vithimir or whatever. Maybe there was something that she lacked when she first tried to claim him that she might have now, that they might respect. So we'll have to see. And then if they can just find one other candidate, yes, we'll have the bigger dragons, and we can jump Vhagar old dusty ass, because we tired of her. But we need to take down Aemon. He is now in charge, and yeah, like Rhaenyra said, it's only going to be a short while before he pushes his advance and probably just attacks Dragonstone straight out. Because what dragons do they got on their side? I'd be forgetting. Vhagar, Helena's, but like I said, I don't see her hopping on Dreamfire fucking people up. I just don't see it. Like, that's just not her. And she even just came to him and was like, was it worth it? Like, that's not Helena. I don't know about Alicent's third child that Otto went to go see. Who knows? And they ain't really got no other dragon riders, right? Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe there's some unseen characters, but yeah, they don't really got many. They just have the biggest and baddest. Fucking Vhagar. I wish we would have strategized around Rhaenys a little bit more. If she had some backup, this would have been different. It would have been better. I'm so mad. I'm so mad Daemon ain't got it together, because this war would be so different. But yeah, I understand Rhaenyra wanting to go and do something but can't, because had she took Rhaenys' place like she originally intended to, she'd be dead now, and we'd be fighting a whole nother battle. And so she can't leave, and I think she sees that now, but she hates to send people in her name. And then people, again, don't believe that a woman can lead a war, which is the problem Alicent has, which is why she didn't get it and Aemon did. But she already knows if with Aemon it's going to be destruction. Alicent would have at least tried to listen to reason and, strategize a bit. Rhaenyra is actually strategizing and being reasonable, and they think that that's a weakness, apparently. So it can't win for losing. It really sucks. She's in charge, but nobody's respecting her rule, and everybody's kind of trying to do their own thing. Corlys won't answer hail. She tried to make him hand, and he hasn't responded yet. Baela's the only one that listens. Jace goes and does what he wants. Daemon does what he wants. So it's like she's trying so hard to rule, and nobody is listening. Only the other women are actually listening and respecting her. But that's because women in general, they gotta stick together, because like they're universally in this world, in this Game of Thrones world, not fully respected. So despite how powerful their dragons is or their standing or whatever, people just don't fully respect them, and they just have their biases, especially when it comes to leading war. So but I believe that is all I got. I'm not quite sure what's gonna happen with this, but time will tell, y'all. But thank you guys for watching with me, and of course I want to hear what you guys thought. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys for more House of the Dragon.
And now his watch has ended.